Okay, check. Everyone,
Test.
can you hear?
Yes.
Can you hear Burachat? Narin? Okay. How many viewers do we have now? Over 100, 200 yet?
I think so more than 10,000.
Oh, yeah.
25 people.
Jack
25,000? Okay.
If you hear me, can you say something in the live chat? In the live chat? Can you say hello? ได้ไหมครับ Hello Fox team in Singapore.
Did they chat back?
เขาแชทเข้ามาครับ
Okay.
เขาใช่ไหมครับโอเค Jack Hi Jack Ale yes Can you say something in the chat box
Can you text? Can you text
Text.
in the chat box?
Yeah for test some yes Yeah we have to do like a before live ครับ อ๋อเขาเทคเขา
เขาพูดมาเรื่อย
โอเค Jack can you Lane Jack can you hear me
Yes.
Okay perfect You see me on the YouTube
Yes, very clear.
Yeah perfect
โอเค
Is the sound echoing back and forth?
I'm not ที่เขาเป่าหลิว
Hmm.
แสดงว่าตอนเราไลฟ์เราก็จะมีหลังจากนั้นก็มีเรคคอร์ดเก็บไว้สามารถเปิดย้อนหลังได้หรือว่า
คือตอนนี้ไลฟ์แล้วนะ
อ๋อ
ตอนนี้ไลฟ์อยู่
โอเคแล้วถ้าคนดูย้อนหลัง
ที่จอ
คนดูย้อนหลังได้ไหมครับ
ได้ เดี๋ยวเปิดเป็นรีเพลย์ให้สามารถกดรีเพลย์ได้
กดไลค์กดแชร์ได้ไหมครับเนี่ย กด อ๋อโอเคต้องมีกด subscribe
Okay, ready? Well, welcome everyone to our live demonstration. We are live from Bangkok today, Bangkok, Thailand that is, and we'll be demonstrating on vegan mayonnaise today. Joining us today, I think we have distributors and customers and people of interest on tapioca starch and how to make vegan mayonnaise all around the world. North America, South America, Asia, I think Japan and Korea as well, and India, Indonesia, so far that we know, maybe more. Welcome to our very interesting program today. And regarding our vegan mayonnaise today, we will be discussing how to produce vegan mayonnaise using the right ingredients in modified tapioca starch, using the right equipments, which we brought today, and some key important factors, how to make good vegan mayonnaise. Right, so with us, joining us today is Proxys, Mr. Narin, and SMS Corporation, Dr. Burachat. So about Proxys, Narin, can you tell us a little bit about Proxys and what you brought with you today?
Okay, thank you for today. This is a good day for have to join about for live demonstration. My name is Narin Suksomai from Proxys Asia Pacific. I'm responsible for the Thailand market. Today I will have to show a little bit about what we can do and who is like a Proxys group. Okay, our Proxys group we also have like a 3 famous brand. One for the Fima Kuruma, another brand for the STEPHAN, and also like a turret machine. Yes, our group we also have like the Proxys have to combine the one umbrella is 2014. And then we also have to how to optimize about the process for the customer. Yes, the core application is allowed 80% for the processed cheese, we also have market share in the market. And then we also have to do like mayonnaise, salad dressing. We also have to do ketchup, and many applications for like a food application. Today I would like to challenge about the life concept. It's like interesting about that how to develop about your process. Okay, we also have to compete life for like a processed cheese, and then the capacity we can up to around 4 tons per hour. So mean about that you can to do like a spreadable cheese and like a bulk cheese together. Okay, and then this is good there because this year we also have launched about the new machine for the lab or like small machine that's called UMC5. It's new generation. This is like a short presentation, and then after that we have back to like a SMS to have to present. Okay. This is like a new one. We have to launch on like a Q3. It's called UMX5 before like a UMC5. You can see the product. It's many too. Maybe adjust that. Yeah. Okay, this is like all my short interview. What we can do for you. Yes, thank you.
So that's a quick brief on Proxys. The machine you brought with you today is STEPHAN machine.
Yes,
correct?
correct. That's called UMC5. Yes, like original. Yep.
This is the lab scale version.
Yep, correct.
Right, but you also make one that can produce 5-6 tons in just a few minutes.
Yes, correct. Living about that, this machine we also have another machine can do like industrial scale up to 5 tons, and then you can produce in like 5 to 10 minutes for the mayonnaise.
Okay. So Proxys slogan is your processing partner.
Yes, correct.
So that's a right match for SMS Corporation.
Yes.
So a quick introduction about SMS Corporation. Can we have a little visual? Yeah. SMS is a modified tapioca starch manufacturer in Thailand. We produce more than 400,000 tons of tapioca starch per year. We contract through farmer members in our membership program of more than 2,000 families of farmers. And we have 4 innovation centers in product development, in industrial application, paper application, and Dr. Burashad here is in food application. So we are focusing on just one part of what SMS does. We sell through more than 50 countries around the world through various distributors and agents. So today we'll be focusing on vegan mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's right.
Vegan
That's
mayonnaise. Why vegan mayonnaise?
Yeah. First of all, what do you think about the word of the vegan? Yeah.
No animal
That's right.
product.
No animal product or derivative from animal. For the
Right,
example,
right.
like a gelatin, they make from the animal.
Yeah.
The root is made from animal. So for today, we talk about the vegan. So it is really important now because the vegan is linked with the healthy trend.
Healthy.
Yeah?
Okay.
Especially nowadays in in the COVID era. Yeah, the people might link. They believe that some of the disease can spread from meat.
Contaminated from meat.
Can contaminate from meat.
Right,
So
right.
nowadays we very focus on the plant-based protein, plant-based meat, and for today we introduce the vegan recipe or vegan solution.
Right.
Yeah, that's why for today I would like to focus on the vegan recipe.
No animal parts.
Yeah.
Very, very clean. No chance of contamination because in the production process of processed food or processed ingredients, it's very stringent in quality assurance. So we are sure to be very clean of any contamination.
Yeah.
Right.
Normally
So-
in a recipe of the mayonnaise have an egg for the
Right.
normal recipe.
No eggs.
Yeah, but this time no egg.
No eggs.
That's
okay.
right.
I can say about it, these are for the healthy food.
Yeah, it's like healthy food. Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. Yeah,
And
healthy.
different level of oil that we can put into making this mayonnaise.
Yeah. Because when we talk about the words of the mayonnaise, many people might confuse. But in the principle, the mayonnaise is like emotion.
Yes.
The emotion that is the particle of the oil stay in the water. So we call like a oil-water emulsion.
Right.
So this time we talk about the food system that have a lot of oil in the water.
Right.
So this time it's very challenged because the oil they
don't mix.
Yeah, they
Oil
don't,
and
they
water
try,
don't mix.
Yeah,
Okay.
they collapse together.
Yeah.
And finally it will separate. So this
Yeah.
is very challenge for the ingredient part or even in the machine part.
So you have ingredients, starch namely,
Yeah.
to make the mix, oil and water mix,
Yes.
and also keep stabilized.
That's right.
So
that's
they
right.
don't separate and becomes little oil droplets,
Yeah. Yeah.
sediment,
Yeah,
or,
we
or
call it like a
separation.
separation. Yeah, the
Right,
separation.
right, okay.
We call it that ingredient that we call the emulsifier.
Emulsifier.
Yeah, emulsifier. So
Okay.
in this like emulsion system.
Okay.
So this time we will talk about the starch that can use as the emulsifier. We call the emulsifying starch. Yeah.
So you want to emulsify, then you want
Yeah.
to stabilize.
But in terms of the stabilize, in terms of the viscosity and stability, we need like a viscosity, improve the viscosity, or we have like a thickener. We use
Thickener.
starch as a thickener. Yeah.
Right. So you can
to function.
adjust how thick you want the product to be.
That's right.
Yes. So
How
emulsification has to be 100%, and how thick you can adjust
That's right.
at
This is-
different oil level.
Yeah,
So
this
you
is
you
how
can
to
you
use
can
the starch.
customize. You can
Yeah.
customize different formulation
That's right.
for different specific needs
Yeah.
that the customers want.
That's right. That's right.
Right. Okay. And I understand you have a team to help
Yeah.
help formulate.
That's right.
Depending on their production process.
That's right. We have the innovation team at our innovation lab.
Right.
We have like a lab center to formulate and try to help our customer
Okay.
to solve their problem.
Sure. From your yeah. And what exact products are you introducing today?
Yeah. For today we have two starches. First we call the Emultec series. So Emultec actually we have like a many Emultec. So we call it Emultec series.
Right.
So as it name, the Emultec, it has the emulsion properties. So this
Okay.
is the emulsifying starch.
It's a series. That means there
Yeah.
are different
Yeah,
different
yeah.
Emultec.
Yeah,
To-
like a different capacity to hold the oil. Yeah,
Okay. Depending on what the customers need.
that's right.
Right. Right. And
another-
Jenny gel?
Yeah, this is Jenny gel. For the Jenny gel, its function is like a thickener. So they can like adjust the viscosity and stability, and its shelf life is depend on both of them, the Emultec and the Jenny gels.
Right. Right. Okay. So it's important to have these right ingredients to emulsify and
That's right.
stabilize.
That's right.
And also adjust the level of thickening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are the important factors on the ingredient side. What about the important factors on the machine side? In making good mayonnaise.
Yes, it's like a homogenize. How to make-
Homogenizing.
Yes, correct. So mean about this machine, we're talking about how to make like a small droplet. That means about that we need to consistency about the droplet.
Right,
So mean
right,
about
right.
we need to find the optimize about the process with our.
What does homogenizing mean?
This mean this is like to make like a droplet have to like smaller. Yeah,
I-
and like mixing together.
I think for the viewers to understand, I think water and oil, when you put them together, the oil sort of stay apart.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you try to stir it, the oil becomes little bubbles
Yes.
that are still on top of the water. They don't homogenize.
Yes.
They don't join. So the machine helps to make how to make them join.
We use like the high speed mixing. Yes.
The speed.
And then we also use select about the knife. We call about
Yeah, the blade, yeah.
Yeah, on the top here. We have to many knife suitable for your application or your product. This knife is called like the blunt knife, and then it's not too sharp something.
Yeah, right,
It's
right.
like a gentle mixing to make.
Gentle mixing, but
yes.
fast.
It's very fast.
Very
so,
fast.
Yes. So mean about its over mixer, it can be speed up until 3,000 RPM.
Okay.
So mean about that when compared with like a traditional process.
So it's going very fast. Oil and water may mix. The ingredient in modified tapioca starch would help, of course,
Yes.
at the molecular level to allow them to mix, and the machine helps them mix. What about all the air bubbles that might happen?
The apple have to like make products not too shiny. It makes like you have bubble in the product. What you see about that? It's like not too shiny and make like a shelf life have to shorter than.
Because there's air in the product.
Yes. So mean about that, we also have to like a feature function that's called the vacuum process in the mixer. So mean about reading, you have to like a mass start to homogenize or emulsion. We also have to suction oxygen or bubble together. That means about that to helping about your texture of your product.
That is very specialized.
Yes, correct.
Not only mixing, but you're able to get the air bubble out in the vacuum process.
Yes, correct. It's like.
Right. See, now the viewer might start to understand how the ingredients and the machine here works together very well. And today we will show how at the lab scale level, how this works. And then we'll come back. We'll come back in a little while to discuss how you might see that it's quite easy when you have the right ingredients and the right equipment.
Yeah, for this time, our lab prepared a video to show how to prepare the mayonnaise by use this machine.
Yeah. Today's good team. We also have like a process team in Singapore. Have to
right. You forgot to introduce your technical team in Singapore.
Yeah, I should. Yeah. Okay.
Vegan mayonnaise, 65% oil based, with SMS modified typical starch, Emulsifier and Genital series by STEPHAN Universal Machine UMC5. This is the formulation we are going to use. Pour all dry ingredients, including sugar, salt, preservative, into the mixer, followed by the water. Mix well for 1 minute at 10% of machine speed or 300 RPM. This step is to dissolve all dry ingredients together. In the meanwhile, we mix Emulsifier and Genital together and pour 1/3 of oil into starches to get them well mixed. This will help enhance the smoothness of mayonnaise. Next, we will dissolve mustard with vinegar to implement the taste. Now is oil feeding process. We turn on the vacuum pump and feed the mixture of starch and oil into the mixer and turn up the speed to 100% machine speed. After the mixture of Emulsifier, Genital and oil is completely filled in, we will feed in the remaining 2/3 of oil slowly. Now we feed in the prepared mustard dissolved in vinegar and continue mixing. The vinegar is fed as the last ingredient to prevent degradation of starch. Once we have our ingredient in the mixer, we will turn up the vacuum pump at 600 millibar and stir the mixing baffle for homogeneous mixing. This step will help de-aerate bubble from vegan mayonnaise, which take around 1 to 3 minutes. When everything is done, we will get mayonnaise well homogenized with optimum smoothness. The STEPHAN Universal Machine UMC5 is not only applicable for mayonnaise, but also for soup, sauce, dressing, filling, and spread product. Moreover, SMS can offer you a comprehensive portfolio of tapioca product solutions. Our food specialists are available for support, enabling you to perfect thickening and stabilizing formulas for your soup, sauce, and dressing products.
Right. That looked easy.
Yes.
I can do that.
You can do anything. Yes.
You can do that.
Actually, you can do it at home if you have this machine.
It's really simple machine. Yes.
It's very simple to use with the and the ingredients obviously help make it work.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Right now, for the viewers, if you have any questions or comments, you can text us in the chat box, right?
Yeah. Both of the question about the ingredients and the machines, we have the specialists like technical from the Singapore.
Yeah, we have Mr. Lei and Mr. Jack, my food coaches in the process group.
Can you say hi a little bit?
Hello Lei, hello Jack. Can you hear me?
Hello, hi everyone.
Yeah.
Hi.
สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ Hi, Chad. Hi, Chad. Okay, this is my team in Singapore.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
So,
So-
we're here to support for you. with
Yeah.
that, yeah.
So while we gather the questions from our viewers, maybe we can elaborate a little bit more on,
Yeah.
what's mayonnaise.
Okay.
What does good mayonnaise look like, or
Okay.
feel, or taste?
Yeah.
Should taste like? Yeah.
So on this table, it will show the product from this machine. This is a mayonnaise. Yeah, you can see here. It's like a thick and smooth.
No air bubbles.
Yes. You can see here. The good mayonnaise is like a glossy texture, smooth appearance, and spoonable. Look nice. Yeah. And this is because we have like a suitable ingredient and machine combined together.
It's really shiny.
Yeah, it's shiny here. I will show here. And actually, this is a mayonnaise. We can make this mayonnaise to many applications.
Right.
For the example here, we can mix this mayonnaise base with the fruit here, so we can make like a fruit mayonnaise.
It's like salad dressing.
salad dressing, the all convention.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here we mix this mayonnaise base with the mustard. You can see
Okay.
here.
Wow.
So that can
Nice.
be a dipping sauce for steak or
Sauce,
something.
Yeah, can apply in many food. And this is we mix with the sauce, the chili sauce here.
Chili sauce.
Yeah.
Wow, it's very, very famous.
Yeah.
It's like a
So I will
sriracha
show you
mayo or
here.
something. Yeah.
See my yes. Sriracha mayo. You can see smooth texture here. Flow. It's suitable like a with quality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And this is both of the ingredients. I will mix them together here.
I feel really hungry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yummy, right?
So depending on the end products, the customer is looking to produce, you can recommend how
Yes.
to further the products to these end products.
Yes. So you can see it's stick on the like a the vegetable. If it's like a low with quality, it will sink down on the bottom.
Yes. Yeah.
But this time, the suitable with quality, you can see it can like a stick with a vegetable.
Okay.
Look nice. Yeah. And this machine can produce not only the mayonnaise or dressing. Yeah, the soup and sauce we can do it.
Soup,
this
sauce.
is like a gravy.
Yeah.
For the steak. Yeah. And we can use them, this machine and our modified starch to like make the like a sauce product. Maybe
Ketchup.
ketchup, right? Yeah, ketchup. The barbecue sauce. Here.
You have starch that can make ketchup, barbecue sauce,
Yeah,
and
that's
chili
right.
sauce.
That's right. We have like a sauce tech series.
Sauce
We
tech
have
series.
The
Okay.
starch for them. This is chili sauce. Look nice. The glossy appearance here. The viscosity is nice. And also the food preparation here. This is like a food preparation. Yeah.
Okay.
Or food filling.
Fruit
Yeah.
filling.
Yeah. So you can see how it's glossy, the surface.
Is that custard? The yellow color?
This is like a, we can use like a cream sauce. Yeah.
Ah,
Cream
it's like
sauce here.
custard sauce.
So you have
sauce,
starch
yeah.
that can make custard also.
Yeah. Nice. Look nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And bakery products?
That's right. That's right.
You can see about I see about chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah. She look nice.
Oh yes. We
So-
also have to do.
Not only the liquid food like a mayonnaise, and soup and sauce and gravy, we can have like a modified starch to improve like a bakery product or other types of like a solid food. Like here, not only the dressing, we have like a marinade meat product. Improve
Marinade.
marinade product. Improve like a juicy, glossy texture. Improve like a cooking yield, something like that. So not
Okay.
only this is just the teaser for the our modified starch.
You mean you,
Can do
you
it.
have product that can make the brine that can be injected into chicken or
That's
turkey
right. That's
to
right.
make them hold
The water.
more water and
Yeah.
become juicier
That's right.
instead of dry.
Yeah. And
Okay.
it's just for the example how starch can do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quite
Great.
interesting. Yeah. Great.
Okay, I see that we have gathered some questions from our viewers. The first question is for SMS. Yeah. Mustard powder is supposed to provide better texture.
Well, actually, the mustard is for the flavor and the taste. But
Yeah.
if you talk about in the like a technical the mustard not only for the flavor or the taste,
Yeah.
but the mustard they have something inside. We call the phospholipid. Phospholipid can act as the emulsifier,
Okay.
help together with the starch.
Emulsify and
But for the-
texturize for the mouthfeel.
That's right. If the emulsifying is like a good enough, they can provide the texture. But for this like a purpose of mustard, they produce like a sensory characteristic
Okay.
for the like a taste and flavor. Yeah.
Okay. So you can get the taste and aroma from the mustard powder.
Yeah.
But for the texture and the mouthfeel, you need a good starch
That's right.
to
That's
make that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like good aroma.
Yeah, that's right.
I see. Okay. Another question for SMS. What is the maximum percentage of vegetable oil we can use to make good mayonnaise?
Minimum, right?
Minimum. What is the
Oh,
minimum?
Okay. So when we talk about the real mayonnaise, so normally the higher oil content, more than like a 65% soft oil. Yeah.
Okay.
We can call it real mayonnaise. Real mayonnaise. Yeah.
65% to be
Yeah.
qualified as mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. In the like a definition.
Okay.
But you can make it lower because this is we talk about the healthy trend, right?
Right?
We can make it like a low oil mayonnaise
Low oil.
by reduce the oil content. Yeah.
Healthier.
Yeah, for healthier. But something happen when you reduce the oil content, it will affect the viscosity because
see.
this time oil is lower, so viscosity is lower. So
Okay.
it not look like this. It will like a low viscosity. It's like a dressing. So
Okay.
this time we need something to improve the texture. So that we need to start to like a viscous texture. Yeah.
So you can reformulate the usage of starch to keep the viscosity.
That's right.
Even at lower oil.
Yeah.
How about higher oil?
Yeah, higher oil. Yeah, in the same. Normally the higher oil is good. In many like a country they need like a they love the higher oil. So but the higher oil have like some challenge because the emulsifier need to like excellent emulsifier. This is very challenge. But for the our starch, we have to like we can hold the oil up to like 80.
80%.
Yeah, 80% of oil. This is very high oil content of mayonnaise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have both solution,
Yeah.
even lower oil content or higher oil content. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we have information that in Russia and especially in Asia and Russia, they still prefer higher oil.
Yeah. Some country they love like oil, high oil content. Yeah.
Okay, here's another interesting question. Do we need to use both Emultech and Gel?
Yeah. Like I said in the earlier, Emultech is like a emulsion, improve the emulsion, and the gel use as like a thickener. So this system, a lot of oil inside, we need like a suitable emulsifier that Emultech can do, and this system needs to stabilize.
Okay.
Good viscosity, good thickener. We need gel. So both of them different function, but they
Okay.
work together. Yeah.
Okay. Must work together to make the perfect blend.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Okay. Question for SMS again. Can coconut oil be used? If so, what is the percentage?
Okay. Actually, many various types of oil can use. For the coconut oil, yes, we can, and we suggest the contents of oil about the 40 to 60%. Yeah, but actually, many types of oil. Usually, we can use many types of oil. Yeah, the popular oil, I think, for the soybean oil, the rapeseed oil is really popular. Yeah.
Okay. Rapeseed. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We have some
Another
here.
question. Is Emultech a 100% egg replacer?
Yeah, 100% replacer. Yeah, we can use the Emultech as like a egg replacer for total replacer.
That's why it's vegan.
That's right. That's why vegan. Yeah, because the same function. Actually, egg. Actually, we talk about the egg yolk.
Yeah.
Have lecithin inside. This phospholipid have high emulsion capacity, as same as Emultech series have very high emulsion capacity. So that's why we can replace them. Yeah.
Okay. Question for Proxys. How can I control the temperature of mayonnaise?
Le, hello Le, yes,
Yes, I'm here.
yes. We have one question from the viewer. Yes, they said about that. How can I control the temperature of the mayonnaise?
Yeah, as much as possible, we try to keep the temperature as low as we could, maybe around below 25 or below 20 degrees Celsius. Because as the temperature goes higher, right, we will at the risk of breaking the emulsion. So we want to keep the temperature as low as possible. So if you take a look at if you remember the footage of the video, during the oil addition, we actually check up the speed of the motor to the maximum of 3000 RPM. So there's actually a risk of the increment of temperature to more than 30 or more than 40. So in that case, we actually advise to use chill ingredients like oil. We recommend to chill the oil down to maybe less than 10 degrees Celsius. So when the oil goes in, it helps to reduce or maintain the temperature at a lower temperature. So that will help the formation of emulsion and also the stability of the mayonnaise itself. Yeah.
You mean about that in nutshell, they also need to chill off oil first before discharge into the mixer?
Yes.
Wow. Quite interesting.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Thank you.
Another fairly technical question for Proxys. How should I select a proper vacuum pressure for the preparation of low viscous and high viscous mayonnaise?
In general, there's no hard and fast rule as to what pressure or what vacuum pressure you should go down to for either low viscosity or high viscosity mayonnaise. We do have a standard recommendation on the vacuum pressure that you should be using when you use our machine for mayonnaise. Around 600 RPM, that will be most ideal. It's not too high that it gets the product sucked out, and it's not too low that it's not effective to remove the oil bubbles from the product itself. So about 50% vacuum would be generally sufficient for initial stage of the mayonnaise processing. So when it comes to the final stage after the oil dosing, right, we would actually recommend to increase the vacuum up to maybe around 50 to 100 RPM just to suck out a little bit more of the air bubble in the final stage before we discharge. So there's not much adjustment going on in terms of the vacuum pressure when it comes to mayonnaise processing. So it's pretty standard from the beginning until the end of the process, as long as we keep the vessel vacuumized, because we're actually relying on the vacuum pressure in the vessel to dose in the ingredient. So around 50% of vacuum should be generally sufficient. And in the end of the process, before we discharge, we increase the vacuum a little bit more to 100 millibar just to remove more air bubble. So the surface is shinier, less air bubble, and the shelf life is better. Yeah.
So there's a guideline on how to apply the vacuum process. Is there a monitoring system, or do we just follow the guideline and it should be done?
Yeah, it should be okay. We have a general recommendation on the level of vacuum that we can go with this kind of product in general. Yeah.
And all figured out.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's good. Okay, question for SMS. Can we use them to make low oil mayonnaise?
Yeah. Like I said, not only the high oil, so for the low oil, we can use our starch. But this time the challenge is how to adjust the viscosity close to a high oil content when it's very challenged. Okay. So normally we can use a thickening starch, like a jelly gel series, to improve the viscosity or increase the viscosity. Okay. Normally we recommend about 3 to 5% to add to increase the viscosity, because when the lower oil content, the viscosity is quite low, right? Okay. And the oil droplet is very easy to close together, and they will collapse and floating outside, and oil will stay plate. So this time is challenge to improve the viscosity by use both of the emulsifying starch and the thickening starch, jelly gel series. Yeah.
Right. Okay. For SMS, at the mixing step, can we mix starches together with other dry ingredients?
You can do that. So in the video that we show you earlier, this is like a technique to disperse of
Dry
the
blend,
starch. Yeah.
dry blend first.
Dry blend, but we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that. But for technique that I show you in the video, this is like a technique to disperse oil first
Okay.
and combine it together.
Ah.
It will like easy to disperse and the texture is will smoother for the technique. But in the real industry, you can do that. Mix them together in dry ingredient first,
Yes,
like
yes.
sugar or salt.
Yes,
something like
for
that.
like a manufacturing, if for case my customer,
Yeah.
they also have like a oil mixer, and then they start the vacuum first. We also feed like a liquid phase first,
Yeah.
and then we start homogenizer, create the vacuum,
Yeah.
and then we dosing about the powder, like a sugar, like a salt,
Yeah.
or any in like we call like a powder phase something add together, and we start homogenizer with high speed. Well, I think so. It's allow few minutes. Okay, you can get about the emulsion.
Yeah.
So your equipment supports various processes.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's good.
That's good.
Is that all the questions we have? Are these starches applicable to hot process mayonnaise?
Yeah. Actually, we can do that. We show you this time is for we call the cold process mayonnaise. No high, like a high or a high temperature, but for the hot process we can do that because our starch have tolerance to the high temperature. Up
Okay.
to like a 80, more than 80 to 85 degrees Celsius, we can the starch can tolerate the high temperature. So you can see that it's really like a flexible. Even
Okay.
like the cold or the hot process mayonnaise, we can do that by use our starch. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a wide range of application.
Yeah.
Hot or cold.
That's
How about
right.
other process tolerances?
Yeah.
How about shear,
Yeah, sure. That's right.
acid?
This is
Acid?
really challenge. Yeah. Normally, when we talk about the egg like the egg yolk is really like a sensitive to the heat, to the like a shear, or but this time we talk about the starch. This starch have like a modified by like a strong to make them stronger. Yeah, and after make them stronger, we can use even in a high shear process, high temperature, or even in the frozen process. Yeah.
Frozen process.
That's right. Like a very flexible.
Is mayonnaise from this formulation resistant to baking process? That's a good question.
Yeah. Like I just said, it's very high temperature. Normally, it will if it cannot tolerate the high temperature, it like a collapse. This collapse structure. But after use our starch, after we make it stronger, they can tolerate the high temperature. Even in like a baking condition, more than like a 180 to 200 degrees Celsius,
Okay.
it can tolerate.
Okay. So it wouldn't collapse. What does it mean when it collapses? Everything
like
becomes just fluid, Just-
maybe they change the structure and it look not good.
watery, becomes watery?
Sometimes it can, but sometimes it just like a change the structure.
Okay.
It not good.
Okay.
Look not good.
Doesn't keep the shiny,
Yeah.
voluminous, viscous structure.
That's right.
I see. Question for Proxys. How should I select a proper RPM of a stirring blade for the preparation of low viscous and high viscous mayonnaise?
It doesn't really matter whether it's a low viscous or high viscous mayonnaise. In general, what we would recommend is to use a lower RPM, for example, like 25 to 50%, which is around 750 to 1005 RPM for the initial stage of water phase mixing. So we just want to get all the ingredients properly dissolved and dispersed. And if you're going to add starch at this stage, so just to make sure that it's properly hydrated. So it's only when we want to add in the oil, we want to make sure that the oil droplets are properly mixed and the oil droplets are small enough. So in this case, we need a fairly high speed from the machine, around 3,000, which is 3,000 RPM. So only at this stage we'll pick up the speed to 3,000 RPM. So this is when the mixing happens vigorously, and the oil droplet size is really being cut down at the smaller droplet size at a shorter period of time. Yeah, so in general, this will be two different variations that we will go to. Start with a lower speed, and when the oil goes in, and then we use a very high speed. Yeah.
I have one question about that for my customer. They also ask me about what is like the base for what is base of doublet size to make like a mayonnaise.
A very very good machine would actually reduce the droplet size down to below 5 micron, like 3 to 4 micron. And we do have some customers or some samples out there that actually have particle size or oil droplet size around more than 10, like 50 or 100 micron. That doesn't mean that your mayonnaise is not stable, because for the stability of a mayonnaise, it also really depending on what kind of stabilizing system that you're using in the mayonnaise itself to stabilize the droplet and then the separation and the droplets. Yeah. So fairly, as long as the particle size is not too big, and as long as it's able to stabilize, then you will be having a stable mayonnaise. Just that there might be some variation in terms of appearances when your oil droplets is not small or it's a little bit big. So there might be some difference, but in general, it's still acceptable. It should be stable if you have a good emulsifying and stabilizing system.
Oh, I see. Good question.
Okay. Okay, here's a basic question for Proxys. I think we maybe clarify again for our viewers. What's the benefits of vacuum processing for mayonnaise?
Need to like a vacuum process. Yes.
Yes. As Naren has mentioned earlier during his presentation, we rely heavily on our vacuum process when it comes to product like mayonnaises. So as we know, mayonnaise, right, has some can contain lower amount of oil, some can contain higher amount of oil, but in general, it contains oil. So we want to avoid, want to prevent, or want to minimize the risk of oxidation. So oxygen present in product which contains high oil, we have a higher risk of oxidation. So vacuum itself actually sucks out air. So the lower amount of air present in the product, the lower risk it is, or the longer shelf life the product can retain on the shelf. Yeah. So that is number one. Number two is for vacuum processing, right? It's very important because when we mix the product in the vessel, we actually mix it at fairly high shear. So we tend to incorporate a lot of air inside. So that would mean that the product inside is a bit airy. So you can imagine when the product mass is a little bit airy, the mixing gets a little bit difficult. So when we are able to remove more air, right, we actually compact the product down a little bit. So the mixing is actually more efficient, and the blade is able to mix the product more evenly and cut down the particle size of the oil more evenly as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Your
good.
machine
Yes.
does that very well. Yeah. Okay, a question for SMS. Is it compulsory to hydrate both the starch in oil? How much time? If yes, what is the purpose?
Okay, for this question, actually, it's not necessary. So this like a recommend technique to disperse oil first.
Okay.
Disperse it with oil first. So by this technique, we will get like a smoother texture or smoother properties. It's like a trick to how to mix or prepare starch first before mixing. But actually, if the machine have like a high efficiency to mix, this is not problem. You can mix them together. Yeah.
So the equipment makes it simpler.
That's right.
Yeah. Great. For SMS, how is stability of mayonnaise using Emultec and Jenny Gel?
Okay, in terms of the stability, we can keep them in the ambient temperature more than like 6 months. So this is like a stability after use the starch. But normally the starch, the mayonnaise can not spoil from the microorganism because it's like a low pH, high acidity. This type of food is high acidity. For like it will lose of their properties by like a separate of the oil. So if the emulsion system is stability, you can keep them for at least 6 months. Yeah.
At least 6 months.
Yeah.
And of course, with no air bubble from the vacuum process of the equipment.
Yes.
Yeah, if they have like a oxygen inside, they can
Yeah.
like a rancid. Yeah, oxidation can occur. Yeah, if have like a lot of oxygen inside, that this machine can like remove the oxygen.
Right,
It's very
right.
good, and it can prolong like a shelf life of the product.
Yes. So we recommend using the right equipment also.
Yes.
Yes. For Proxys, what are the Mayo machine output size available?
I think so it's my question about that. In part
Yes.
of like for lab, we can start around small lab is like a 0.5 liter, and then we also start, and then the industrial machine, the batch size we can do like a 2 ton per hour.
2 tons per hour.
Yes, 2 to 5 ton per hour. Yes.
From half a liter to 2 to 5 tons per hour.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so you do all ranges for industrial scale as
Yes.
well. Yes. For Proxys, which working tools suitable for mayonnaise? I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I think I need your help from Lek. Can you have explain about that for our
Yes,
working
sure.
tool?
The question is, which working tools suitable for mayonnaise?
Yeah. If I see correctly, the one that is being demonstrated in the video itself is a sharp tool, or is it the one you're holding, Nareen?
Okay.
Blunt
Yeah.
is better than sharp.
Yeah, I think the one in the video itself is a sharp tool, and we do have different variations of different tool. The one Nareen is holding is actually the mixing element, or we call it the blunt tool. So we do have a sharp tool. Yeah, this one, the one Nareen is holding, the sharp tool, and we can also change the sharp tool to a wave cut tool. So we actually did an experiment, like what tool is actually best to create a stable mayonnaise and all. And honestly speaking, for a size like a UMC5, the lab scale, all of the tools like the sharp tool, the blunt, the sharp tool, the wave cut tool, and also the emulsifying tool itself, actually we can produce a very good mayonnaises. And we noticed that the very main reason is we need to have a very good stabilizing and emulsifying system, like I mentioned earlier, like the one we use here, which is the Emultech and also the Jenny Gel, which able to give a very good consistency and good glossiness to the mayonnaises. So in general, the function of the tool itself is to able to mix and cut down the oil particle size and able to incorporate the water and the oil together in one system. So in order to hold this system without separation or without migration of the oil and water and all to form like an oil, to form like an oil puddle. So we need a very good stabilizing system and also the emulsifying system. So in terms of tools, right, you can be very flexible and can be very versatile with the tool. So there's no one single tool that you can only use for a product like a mayonnaise, I would say.
Sorry.
Okay. So in other words, you have customized solution for different applications as well.
Yes, correct.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you, Lei.
Okay, I think our last question, where our time is about up. So for SMS, can the mayonnaise using Emultech and Jenny Gel be applied in frozen products?
Yeah, definitely, we can do that. So as I told you, we can use as high, really high temperature up to 80 degrees Celsius, and in the frozen process like a minus 18 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Because we modify them to high tolerance with a freeze and thaw, very high freeze and thaw stability. So,
Freeze thaw stability.
yeah,
Okay.
we do it by like an add stabilizer group inside the molecule of the starch. After do it, we can like have like a really high freeze and thaw stability of the
Okay.
starch. So we can apply both of a really high temperature process or even keep it in the frozen. Yeah,
No
we can do that.
retrogradation.
Yeah, and can prevent the
Prevent
deterioration
retrogradation.
also. Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Well, that's our 45 minutes. Last words are that we have the right solutions in terms of ingredients and equipment to make mayonnaise. Actually, not just mayonnaise, more.
Yeah. We can do it in everything. You can see here inside on this table, soup and sauce and dressing.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, if you say more than that, all kind of the food, we can use the modified stuff.
Okay.
But this time we focus on today is about the liquid food, especially
Just
in
liquid
mayonnaise,
food.
Yeah.
Okay. So SMS and Proxies actually have so many more products. If you're interested, you can visit our websites, which we will show here now on the screen, and our contacts. We are ready to reply to any inquiries.
Yes, correct.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for today.
Thank you.
Until
you.
next time, from Bangkok, Thailand.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you.